Hey guys, it's your host, your artistic diva, and I welcome you all to the first episode of the Backstage of Life podcast, Butterflies and Heartbreaks, the reality of teenage dating. So, in teenage, I see many around me, and not only teenage, I've even seen small kids nowadays 6th and 7th graders who have started dating. Because they are obviously entering the teenage, so obviously they will enter this phase and they will go for dating and all stuff. So I'll be talking about which was my childhood and our friendship it just faded, you could say. And when I was in 8th grade, I did tell him how I felt, but it was messy and it did not work out between us. So yeah, that's all about my first crush. And my first relationship was also not what I expected, but I did learn a lot from it, and I'll be sharing those things with you also on this episode. My parents were also pretty disappointed in me, and I was not able to focus on my studies. And yeah, you could say that I was a big mess at that time, but I've moved on from that phase, and I hope that this year gets better. So, first relationships are usually not what you expect them to be. It's gonna be complicated. You're gonna be figuring out what to say. Is this correct to say? Is it appropriate to say this at this time? Because everything has there's like this basic thing where there is a right time and a wrong time, or a right time and a wrong place, or wrong place and right time. And that comes everywhere, whether it's something you want to tell your parents, whether it's something you want to share with your friends, your best friends, your boyfriends, your girlfriends, anyone. So that does come into the place, and you should be really conscious when you're saying what you're saying. It should be there in your mind that you should not say something at the wrong time or at a serious time, because it can actually affect the other person's performance in some point. So my first heartbreak, I don't think it was me who got my heart broken, because I was the one who broke up with him, since it was pretty messy and something bad had happened. So I just had to let go and break up with him. And I was even switching school, so it was not working out anywhere. And one more thing that I felt in my relationship was that my mental health, when I used to share things with him, used to get emotional. I was like, when I used to say that I'm crying because of this happened and I'm crying now, and he's like, oh my god, don't cry, otherwise I'll also start crying. No, it does not go that way. Honestly, when someone is crying, you obviously want someone to comfort you and give you that support, but you cannot actually say that even you will make me cry. Okay, that's a very wrong thing to say, but he had his own mental problems, you could say. I do not honestly judge him for that anymore, but when I find a guy, I want someone who can support and comfort me when I need it the most. I do not want to be in the same situation again. That's what I would like to say. And it's not like I don't be open about what's going on with me or something. I'm pretty much open, but it's like I can trust you with stuff, but I want a proper response from you as well. I want you to give your honest feelings, your honest feedbacks. That's just the type of person I am. So when I feel something which is something which I want to ask to my sister, I do ask her, I do take her opinion. And maybe if it's not her and I'm confused and I want some help, so I ask my best friend, I go to her. I don't usually ask my parents, but if I do, then I think carefully how I'm supposed to break, or maybe the one where I say that I was the one breaking the heart. But okay. So my main regret is disappointing my parents and messing up that 1 year of my life. I could go back into the time and give myself the advice that, don't do this, it's gonna mess you up. But I don't have that power, so yeah. And I just want to let you know that, all those 8th graders who are actually entering the teenage, and they actually want to look for a relationship and all, it's completely fine to be in one, but as long as it does not distract you. Because when you actually get into a relationship, you're going to be having trouble finding a balance between your work life or your school life and your personal life, which is your relationship, your hobbies, or your sport, the sport you play. So yes, that was something I felt like it was very difficult to manage. And now once again I'm in a situation where I do not know how to put this, where I'm going to start that phase of my life again, when I'm just focused on studies, and I'm not going to let any guy, anyone, any boy specifically come into my life again, because I have many things at hand right now. I have to research about my colleges. Since I want to do journalism, I have to research about my colleges, and my college will start soon, and I have promised my parents that I'll be taking my studies very seriously, and if I don't show them good results, I'll be stopping this podcast. So this podcast is also on the line for me. So I do not have any time for dating now, and I personally feel like I am not anywhere wrong to be doing this, even though I have not dated anyone since 2-3 years. And it's honestly fine, like this part of your life can come later also. It's not like you're gonna be there in your 20s giggling like a teenager. No, that will happen, that phase will come, but you just have to wait for the right moment also. Because if you keep on going like this, you're gonna be finding people unnecessarily who are ruining your life. That's at least what I feel. And that's one of my main regrets that I have, that I just misused my entire year, and I was supposed to be very productive and whatnot. I decided so many things, but I think those things are finally gonna come real now, since I've started my I've started my gym and all that. And I really hope that this year turns out to be good. So I hope that you also understand what I'm trying to say when teenage is not exactly meant for dating, because teenage is also meant for many other things in your life. And also, one more advice I have for you all, I don't know how to put this, but when you come in a relationship, do not sideline your friends. Do not prioritize your boyfriend always. You come online to talk, on some app you come online to talk, so make sure that you're checking up on your besties as well. It's not just you and your boyfriend who's talking, because that makes them feel left out, and you won't even understand when your friendship just starts to fade. That's the baddest part about it, because your best friend will think that you're always busy with this person, you don't have the time to listen to my problems. So yeah, I did face a similar situation. That's why I'm giving this heartfelt advice to you all, that you should not sideline your friends. It should be a equal priority, or actually friends should be the more priority, because boyfriends and girlfriends come and go in your life, but your best friends are someone who are gonna be there for you your entire life, more than your boyfriends and girlfriends. That's for sure. So yeah, that's the main advice I wanted to share through this episode, and I hope that you understand where I'm coming from and why I'm saying all this. So I'll be talking on the second part of this episode will be about awkward conversations with parents and why they are not so open about relationships in India. So I hope to see you all on next episode. Make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel, and don't forget to follow us on Spotify and Instagram as well. I'll be putting all the links of Spotify account also for this podcast on the description box, and I'll also be putting my Instagram handle so that you can follow me. Also, I feel free to share your stories on the email. I'll be sharing an email in the description box. You can feel free to email us your stories, and we'll be talking about it too. If you feel like there's a particular topic you want me to cover, I'll definitely be covering that, and I won't be revealing your name, so do not worry about that. So see you guys, stay tuned, see you on the next episode. Bye.